Hello friends and welcome back. Today I will show you how to make Efo Elegusi. This is actually one of my favorite dishes. It's a spinach stew mixed with melon seeds and it's quite appetizing. You can enjoy it with a plethora of carbohydrates, which includes rice, plantain, solids like your pounded yam, amala, eba, wheat, or even lafun. The ingredients that I'm going to use to make this dish includes peppers, tomatoes, onions, ginger, garlic, your Scotch bonnet pepper, as well as spinach. You'll also need a blender to mix these vegetables together. Then we have our ethnic ingredients, which you can find in the African store. That includes Cameroon pepper, red dry pepper, crayfish, stockfish, and ejakika. I will also be adding cow feet, shaki, goat meat, and fresh turkey. All of these ingredients sounds great already. The quantity that you're going to need can be found in the description section below. Please enjoy and remember to subscribe. All right, let's get started. First, you're going to cut up all of your peppers, tomatoes, onions, ginger, and garlic and place it within the blender. You want to make sure that you grind or chop up your peppers and not make the consistency of your mix too fine. Once you're done with that, you can then chop up your spinach. We're going to chop up the spinach into small pieces. And now we're ready to actually fry our mix. The pot is on the stove and now I'm going to add the palm oil and let it heat up for about 10 to 15 seconds. Let it get a little warm. Then I'm going to add my onions in there and let it sizzle, let it fry up and give the oil a nice flavoring, as well as the iru. Adding the iru would do the same and give it a nice taste. From there, I'm going to dump or add my peppers into the pot as well. At this point, you can also add your Maggi, salt, different seasoning. Make sure you do a taste test to see if that's the preferred taste that you will like when cooking your stew. Now I'm going to add my meats. I'm going to add the stockfish as well as my crayfish. And I'm also going to add the Ponmo, the turkey, and the goat meat. In adding all those items, I'll let it cook for a little while. And after cooking, I will then get my egusi ready. So you can add according to the texture. If you look at my texture here, I'm going to add the amount of water that needs to be added in the egusi in the description. But just add a little bit of water and mix it. Make sure that it's not too watery. You're going to then add it into your stew. So you can see that my stew is ready. You can even eat this as atadidi. I love this just as it is, but we have a final product in mind. So I'm going to go ahead and just add scoops, little scoops of my egusi into this mix. So as you can see, I want it to form. So I'm going to add scoops in there and then cover the pot. So once I cover the pot, I'm going to then allow it to cook for another 5 minutes. It'll cook for 5 minutes and then I can come back to it and you'll notice that the egusi has cooked up some more. At this point, your texture might be very thick, so you can add some chicken broth. In this case, I'm using turkey broth. You can add some broth in there so that it can have time to cook this egusi. It's very important that the egusi is cooked because you don't want to get sick from eating uncooked egusi. So you want it to cook well. So that means even after adding some water, you might want it to cook for another 20 minutes. So we're going to let that cook. And then you can open up your pot to see what's happening here. And doesn't that look good? It's looking really good. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and add my spinach. So here you can add some spinach. I know this looks very overwhelming at this time. We have so much spinach that I've added in here, but trust me, trust the product. It's going to come out really nice Once you've added your spinach, just cover the pot and let it cook down for about 5 minutes. You can open up your pot again and now mix your spinach. Mix it up some more. Let it cook for another 5 minutes. At this point, I did a taste test and realized that we needed a little more seasoning. So I added 1 more cube of Maggi and allowed it to cook down for 7 minutes, and it tasted perfect. The carbohydrate of choice at this point was eba. So we had eba with Efo Elegusi and a little bit of turkey stew. Remember, cook with love and a good intent and heart, and all your meals will come out delicious. Have a good day, everyone.